Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back. So today I'm gonna do a quick kind of first impression because I still want to take more time to play around with these fragrances, but I've been playing around with them for the last few days. So today I'm gonna do a quick kind of first impression on this discovery set that I got by Yom Layl. I like it, man. They've done a pretty good job on some of these. Some of them not so much, but one thing I will say is the quality is good. Even the ones that didn't get super close to the scent profile, you can tell they're very well done. Just as standalones, they smell of good quality, especially considering the price. So let's dive in. So let me tell you the one that really kind of blew me away that I'm 1000% going to be getting a full bottle of. And that is Master YODA by Yom Layl. This is their interpretation of Mentor. So this whole discovery set is interpretations of the House of Mind Games, which I was absolutely obsessed with like 2 years ago. I love all of those fragrances. I've smelled all of them at least 3 or 4 times. I loved Mind Games a few years back. And I just think it's one of those houses that is very easy to like. It almost has like a mass appeal feel to it, but you can definitely tell it's like niche, kind of artsy smelling, which I really love. You can tell it's there's a lot going on in the fragrances, nothing boring about them. So, Master YODA blew me away, man. This one, off rip, just off first impression, I gotta give this one like a 9.5 out of 10, considering that it's a dupe and the price. This one is incredible. This is one that you can easily throw into your fall kind of gourmandy fragrance collection, right? And I love it because it doesn't go overboard on the sweetness. It has a lot going on. Yom Layl did a really good job blending this. This is one of the few fragrances when it comes to clones. This one is better blended than some like expensive designers and even niche. Like this was so well blended. Let me read you off the note breakdown, and let me just tell you off rip, this is one of those fragrances where it's so well blended and I truly pick up on all of the notes except for cassis because I don't know what that note smells like, but every other note that I'm familiar with, I literally can pick it up in the fragrance. They work together very well. There's not one thing fighting another. There's not one note that leads the way, and that's very impressive because for me to be able to pick up on like 8 different notes and them all work together well, like that's rare, man. So they killed it on this. So let me read you the notes. The top notes for Master YODA is caramel, plum, and Italian lemon off the top, amber, coffee, and resin in the mid, tonka bean, oud, and sandalwood in the base notes. And also in the mid, you have cassis, which is a note that I don't really understand, so I'm not gonna really talk about it too much. But man, I pick up on everything here. They did it so well. Everything, man. I literally pick up on every note. This was a bang. This was done very well. This is a banger, man. The vibe this gives me is kind of like an ancient, dusty library. It smells like a 100-year-old library that had a coffee shop in it that just constantly burned like a caramel, vanilla, plummy incense throughout those whole 100 years. It has a very soothing kind of comforting smell. There's something about it that just makes me feel really kind of calm and comforted. And I love it because it plays in the gourmand space, but it's not overly sweet. There's something a little bit kind of aromatic about it. And it does smell, they do really well on the scent profile, but in typical fashion with most clones, you can tell it's like a little bit kind of watered down version of the real thing, which honestly, for the price, you cannot complain. That'll happen pretty often. And even the clones that are able to do that tend to be some of the better clones where they really get the scent profile down, but maybe it just smells like a little bit more aromatic and a little bit more watered down because they're not using as high quality ingredients. So all things considered, this is like a 9.5 out of 10. This is so good, incredible, kind of fall gourmand fragrance. I will 1000% be getting a full bottle of that, a full 100 ml bottle next time I see them on sale. So yeah, this was by far the one that really just kind of blew me away. Incredible. Once again, this is Master YODA, which is their interpretation on Mentor. Another one I want to talk about, because I think this can save you some money if you pay attention here. Catch Me by Yom Layl, which is their interpretation of Prodigy by the House of Mind Games. Like I said, all these are from the Mind Games. All these are interpretations of Mind Games fragrances. Catch Me smells like what I was hoping Honor and Glory would smell like. Honor and Glory by Lattafa, which obviously is a hype beast right now. It's like a very creamy pineapple fragrance. My tug with that fragrance is it smells too feminine. You know, a lot of people are hyping it up as a very unisex fragrance. I'm kind of like, it's unisex, but realistically, it's like 60% feminine, 40% masculine. It leans pretty freaking feminine, in my opinion. And after wearing it, after throwing it on and kind of playing around with it a few times, I just knew I wasn't going to be reaching for it moving forward. So I ended up gifting it to my little cousin for her birthday. I went to my uncle's house on Thanksgiving and I brought it to her for her birthday because I just knew she was going to get a lot more wears out of it. She loved it. So yeah, if a 14-year-old girl loves a fragrance, I should probably tell you that it's not your most masculine fragrance, right? So it's a very sweet, creamy kind of milkshake with pineapple in it is what Honor and Glory smells like. This actually doesn't have pineapple in the note breakdown, but the way that the rose and the vanilla and maybe some of the other notes play within this fragrance, it instantly, when I sprayed it on, it instantly reminded me of Honor and Glory. But this is what I wish Honor and Glory would have smelled like. This actually smells unisex. This is actually way more wearable for an older man or even just any guy over like 25. I'm telling you, Honor and Glory is not it, bro. I'm telling you. That's my opinion, though. That might be a hot take, but go with this instead, man. I know Honor and Glory is cheap, 23 bucks, but if you pay 23 bucks for a bottle and only use it 3 times throughout its whole entire forever, right? If you only use it 3 times ever, that's a very expensive 23 bucks. Catch Me is a way more versatile, wearable, more truly unisex take on something that might remind you like something like Honor and Glory, right? But really, this is imitating Prodigy, which I haven't smelled in a while, so I'm not going to speak on how close it is to Prodigy. I really just want to recommend this as an alternative to something like Honor and Glory if you're a guy that's 25 and up. Like straight up, man, this is a way better buy, and it's going to get you probably to what you're expecting to get from Honor and Glory. If you're a woman, though, Honor and Glory is incredible, and I recommend it. But for guys, go with this instead. Once again, this is Catch Me by Yom Layl. All right, so the last 3, I'm just going to kind of go through them really quick. Limitless, which is their take on Blockade. It's very well done. It's very well. It's very smooth and well blended, but they didn't capture the mango at all. I mainly get lemon. This smells more like a Creed Aventus clone, maybe like a citrus batch Creed Aventus clone than a Blockade clone, because they didn't capture absolutely any of the mango to my nose. But it's good. It smells really good as a Creed Aventus clone. We'll see what it does as it sits. Maybe a month from now, the mango starts to poke through, so I'm gonna let it sit, but I liked it. It just didn't really capture Blockade. Player, which is their take on Gambit. This one's really close. Player actually is like 93% close to Gambit to my nose. This one was very, very well done, which Gambit's like a very luxurious kind of summer fragrance. Smells really good, smells really luxurious. Almost like a room scent. I would almost, not in the scent profile, but I would almost compare it to something like wood sage and sea salt, where it's like, yes, it's unisex, but more than anything, it's really just kind of like a neutral scent that smells like it could be a room scent. It's kind of what this does in a more luxurious fashion, and this is really close to Gambit to my nose. The last one was Razi, which I actually really like, man. I'll definitely be wearing this for summertime. It's a very fruity, easy to like, slightly kind of masculine leaning summer fragrance, which is nice because I struggle in the summer, man. In the summer, I'm the guy that brings fall fragrances in the summer because I don't like many freshies. This one will definitely be getting, these 2 will definitely be getting somewhere this summer. So yeah, these 3 are kind of like, whatever. Just kind of want to run through these. But the one that really stood out to me, man, is like I said, Master YODA. This is a 9.5 out of 10. I just absolutely love how it smells. And it makes me want to go freshen up my nose on the actual Mentor fragrance by Mind Games, because I haven't smelled it in a while. And this just blew me away. I think when I first smelled Mentor, maybe my palate wasn't leaning towards it as much as maybe now I might really like Mentor if I go smell it again. So definitely gonna get my nose on that again soon. But this is a banger, dude. Incredible pickup. Something very easy to add to your fall collection. And the other one, like I said, Catch Me. Pick this up instead of Honor and Glory by Lattafa. Just trust me, man. If you're a guy over 25, this is gonna be way more up your alley. In general, for most guys over 25, this is gonna be a way better pickup than Honor and Glory by Lattafa. So that's it for this one, guys. Just wanted to kind of come in here and do a quick kind of first impression. I've been playing around with these fragrances over the weekend, and I've enjoyed it, man. Especially Master Yoda. That one just blew me away, man. I absolutely love Master Yoda, and we'll definitely be getting a full bottle of that. But that's it for this one, guys. Once again, this is me kind of just exploring some of the Mind Games interpretations from the house of Yom Layl. I have a few other ones, so stay tuned. I also got some interpretations from Louis V, some interpretations that Yom Layl has on the Louis V, some Louis Vuitton fragrances, and also Xerjoff. So definitely stay tuned for those. But that's it for this one, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed. Catch y'all in the next one. Peace.